Hey, hello my friends, welcome back to another server admin tutorial, and today we will set up PermissionsEx and Essentials. So, before we do that though, you want to have a server, so click the link down below if you want to know how to create a server yourself and have players to join your server. But today though, we'll do the configurations of permissions so that you know how to set up permissions for all your people, all your moderators and such. So let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, go to the description, download PermissionsEx and Essentials 2x snapshot and throw it in your plugins file. Then you start your server and log in on your server. Here we see, preparing everything, Essentials is installed. And the same thing with permissions. So here we are on my personal server, and I don't have any permissions for anything. So what do I do next? Yeah, good question, I'll tell you. So the first thing you probably want to be doing is OP yourself in-game. So you go to your console and type in OP and your name. That's pretty much step one. The next thing though is in the description down below. It's a command you have to type inside of your CMD file or your console, however you wanna call it. Okay, so you type in PEX user your name, add, and then a star, and this will grant a permission star, which is pretty much permissions to everything. So now what I can do, PEX help, and it will show everything you need pretty much. Alright, so the first thing we want to be doing is set up a group. So we are going to make a moderator group. What we will do is PEX group mod add essentials dot, let's say, chat, and this will create a group mod with the permissions essentials chat. And you can pretty much just do this manually and do PEX group mod add essentials dot fly essentials.ban, etc, etc, but there's a much easier way. But next thing we want to be doing right now is set some players inside of this group. So we are gonna do PEX group mod user add and then your own name or whatever name you want to be in it. So we have now added MeesMan1 to mod. Next thing though, moderator needs some prefix and some colors. So we are gonna do PEX group mod prefix and then whatever we want. So I'm gonna do NB for blue and then mod. This might not work for you yet and probably not for me either, since you need some plugins, but we can test it. Say hi. And as you can tell, it does work, because I installed Essentials Chat. There will be a link for Essentials Chat as well down in the description. So let's go to the easier way of setting up permissions for your groups. So the easiest way to do this is going to your plugins file or your plugins folder, going inside of PermissionsEx and opening the permissions with whatever you want, WordPad, what else is there? Word, doesn't matter too much. But here you will see groups default, group mod, and user CC, which is my account with the permission star for pretty much having access to all the commands. And also there's MeesMan1 in group mod, and this is pretty much showing you what is going on in your permissions file. So here we go. What I like to be doing is just copying a single line after you've added it inside of your console, pasting it every time again, and changing the chat to whatever you want. So let's say mute, let's say temp ban, let's say sign.use.enchant, set home dot multiple. And permissions, pretty much you can find most permissions on the internet and wherever you downloaded it. So for instance, Essentials, if you go to the Essentials website or wherever you download it, there will be some file with permissions and it shows you pretty much what all the permissions are, and it's really easy to set up. All you do is just align the same spaces, remember the spaces, and adding all the things to it. And the same thing if you're, let's say you're adding silk touch spawners. there are pretty much permissions for that too. Let's say you have a group donor which is allowed to silk touch spawners. Pretty much what you do is add this line with silk touch dot whatever permission it is, and he will be able to do that. After that, just start your server again or reload your permissions, and pretty much all the people will be granted with the permissions you have set up. And that's pretty much all you need to know to set up permissions itself. And I'm really not showing you anything more because you can just play around with the settings. It's pretty easy to use, and I personally recommend using PermissionsEx. It's just way too easy to use. So if I helped you out with anything at all, just leave a like down below. It would be amazing. It does support me a ton, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I always peace out.